welcome to day 4 of Star Wars Week here on the Foully NT YouTube channel. We've finally reached the time of the original trilogy. It's a new hope for us all. And with the advent of the original trilogy comes some of the best characters in the Star Wars canon. But if we had to choose 10 and put them in a ranked list, where would they sit? That is a question. It's a question we're going to answer right now. These are the top 10 characters in all of Star Wars.
Starting us off today at number 10, we have Lando, international motherfucker, Calrissian. Lando Calrissian was brought in The Empire Strikes Back. Apparently, it's because everyone got a bit annoyed that the only man of colour was apparently Darth Vader. That said, considering that you can be kind of flippant with this character and put him in there as a token, Lando actually brings a lot to the story. He brings something that we don't really have in the first movie, and that's a kind of shade of grey character. Most of the people in the first movie are either good or bad, objectively. Lando's in the middle and isn't afraid to show both sides of him. He's clearly a very intelligent person. He has a colony to look after. He has to look after number 1 at the end of the day. So when he sells him out to the Empire, though you think he's a bit of an arsehole, you kind of have to agree with his motions. Come Return of the Jedi, he makes up for it all. He blows up the Death Star, he brings balance to the world again, and he gets to dance with some Ewoks. Well done, Lando. Well done.
Coming in at number 9, we have the First Lady of Star Wars. It's Princess Leia Organa. Before Rey, before Padme, we had Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, the original heroine of the Star Wars universe. Although you could say she was a device for other characters to do their heroics around, Leia does bring a lot to the Star Wars story. Not only is she the sister of the most powerful Jedi in the galaxy, she also kicks some serious ass in her own rescue attempt. She's proficient with the blaster, she has a brilliant tactful mind when it comes to military organisations, as shown in the Battle of Hoth, and come the end, she's fighting the good fight herself. Princess Leia is not somebody who sits at the back waiting to move her drinks cabinet 10 foot close to Tatooine. She's somebody who gets her hands dirty and fights the good fight.
At number 8 is everyone's favourite walking carpet, Chewbacca, played by Peter Mayhew in every movie that he appears. He's that lovable monster, I suppose, that you kind of want in these movies. You want something that can be both scary and cute. Not Ewoks, who are just cute, or Rancor monsters, which are just scary. Something in between, something that you can't really get a read on like you can the rest of the characters. You know he's good and you fall in love with him, which is a testament to Peter Mayhew's work, that despite the fact he never says a word, everyone loves Chewbacca. He's the sidekick that everybody would want, and he goes to prove that Wookiees, not dogs, are a true man's best friend.
I'm laughing up, fuzzball. Coming in at number 7, we have the original hero of the galaxy. It's Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. Although he starts out as a bratty kid in A New Hope, he has one of the greatest character progressions of all time. He has to come to terms with his own strengths and weaknesses, learn where he sits in a collection of characters who are Force sensitive, and by the end of Return of the Jedi, we see Luke has come full circle, finished his training and become the greatest Jedi Master in the entire galaxy, if not the only Jedi Master in the entire galaxy. He's now ready to take his craft to a whole new generation of heroes. And let's not forget that this is a man who has no qualms about killing his father for the name of good. That is a person I want to be on the same side as.
At number 6 we have the true heart of darkness in the Star Wars universe. That is Emperor Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious. If anybody can get Darth Vader to bow down to them, you know that they are a badass. And although we only saw a little glimpse of it in the original trilogy, when you see episode 3, you see every aspect of this man is pure black evil. He's a manipulator, he's a genius, but above all, he's the most terrifying man in the galaxy.
Even though his name is Sheev.
Yeah, but The Rock's called Dwayne, so...
Well, coming in halfway up the list, we have the renegade himself, Han Solo. Now, Han Solo is the character that pretty much everybody wanted to be, because Han was cool, Han was calm, Han was ruthless, and above all, Han has a good heart. Even though he begins as a morally ambiguous smuggler, he does, by the end of the saga, become a true hero who saves the day along with everybody else. Han Solo, you are cool, and we love you.
And he's the only person in Star Wars to have sex.
There's only 3 really, isn't there? There's Han Solo, Anakin Skywalker, and arguably Lando.
Arguably, at number 4, my personal favourite collectible of all time, here he is, R2-D2. A character that is kind of unique in the Star Wars universe in that he doesn't say a single word, much like Chewbacca, but he's incredibly lovable. Perhaps just because he's playing off dickweed C-3PO, but you just want to help him. You just want him to succeed, and succeed he does. Little fact, he saves somebody in every single Star Wars movie. That is because he's the unsung hero of the entire Star Wars galaxy. They think that they're going to replace him with this. With this.
But it's cute.
I don't give a crap. It's not going to happen because there's only one OG around here, and it's R2-D2.
He's a good droid. Taking the bronze medal in this list is one of the greatest Jedi Knights who ever lived. It is Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi. Obi-Wan is possibly the last paragon of good in a dying Jedi Council, learning a lot from his master Qui-Gon Jinn and taking those elements and adding his own sense of snark and wisdom. You see Obi-Wan grow from a hot-headed Jedi into the cool, calm and collected Jedi Master we see in Episode 4. And of course he's one of the few Jedis who is so powerful enough to be able to project himself as a Force ghost. There's not really anything else we need to say because Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of the best Jedi Knights of all time and one of the best characters in all of Star Wars.
And it is now time for a mandatory standing ovation for Hugh McGregor's hair game.
Let's do it.
Just well done.
Well done.
Well, episode 2, a mullet in space.
I know!
Who knew?
So cool.
At number 2, and very narrowly missing out on the top spot, comes the greatest Jedi Master of them all, Yoda. A character that has many different phases to his arc. When we first meet him in The Empire Strikes Back, you think he's just a little runt. He's just Kermit the Frog in space. He's there to annoy. But then, very quickly it becomes obvious there's something else going on, and something else is indeed going on. Because instead of being the annoying little frog that he appears, he's actually the most powerful Jedi that has ever lived. One that survived the Jedi Purge, because he knew there would one day be a person that he himself had to train to replace him as the only Jedi in the galaxy. Then you go back to the original trilogy, you see Yoda at the height of his powers, chairing the Jedi Council, and you think, well, he's good, he's got some good speech in the first one, but what else can they do with Yoda? Only one of the greatest lightsaber fights in history, and my personal favourite moment in all of Star Wars. It's Yoda versus Dooku from Episode 2, and your brains blow out onto the back seat, because it's that goddamn good. We missed you, Yoda. We missed you.
Miss you, we do. And taking the number 1 spot, the gold medal, the pole position, who else could it be? It is the greatest character in all of fiction, Darth Vader. What can be said about Darth Vader that hasn't already been said? He's possibly the greatest icon of pop culture of all time, as well as the singular best character in all of Star Wars. You see his entire arc from a boy as Anakin Skywalker right up to his death as Darth Vader in Episode 6. And you see how one man can change the fate of an entire galaxy by making one simple decision. Am I going to be good or am I going to be evil?
When seen as a whole, the entire Star Wars saga is the story of Anakin. In fact, we know for a fact there's going to be ramifications even into the new trilogy. Even though the man's dead, he's still going to have an impact on the Star Wars movies. There is no doubt that he's not only the best character in Star Wars, that he's the single greatest movie villain of all time, brought to life fantastically by the vocal work of James Earl Jones. Simply put, no Darth Vader, no Star Wars success story.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
But my abundance of facts pleasurable.
Fine, do not fail me again.
Okay.
If only you knew the power of the dark side of the Force. Well, there you have it, the top 10 characters in the whole of the Star Wars saga. Now, this is the 4th video of Star Wars Week, which means you could have potentially missed 3 of our videos. How dare you? But you can fix that by clicking that button down there to go to our channel page and watching the rest of them. You can go ahead and click subscribe whilst you're down there as well. And of course, we've got 3 podcasts, now 4, that you can listen to, reviewing every single Star Wars movie right up to the release of The Force Awakens. So stay with us for the rest of Star Wars Week. We hope you really enjoy what you see. As ever, we are Fowley MT. No, you're back.
You can follow me